Hello and welcome back. This is Kristen from Life of Crafting, and I'm into my third day down here. And I forgot my thing to stabilize my camera, so I'm gonna have to hold it. So here's where I've started the setup. This is my rolling cart, and this is just like any backup stuff I have. So I've set myself up with my Vagabond 2. There's my extra paper that I brought. Just my glue, scissors, reverse tweezers. I did bring down the white jelly pen and the small fine tip Sharpie pen, and my bone folder and my wand. Just got acrylic block and some black ink and my blending brushes. I do bring my surge protector that I tell you about so that I can put multiple things in. And right now I'm only going to use 2 of my hot lamps here because I do have a pretty good overhead lamp. You can see me there in the reverse, in the mirror. Some paper towels, and then I've been working on, and I'll go through them in a minute, the cards. So the first day, I pretty much just set up, and I got through, and then there's my trimmer. So the first day I got through, I made, let's sit down. This is the first set of cards. Actually, there is multiple versions of that. That card has that version and then a Santa version. And I used this Kraft's 12 by 12 template. It's template number 8. And from this particular one, I was able, that was her picture first. I was using 12 by 12 sheets, and I gather you were going to get 4 out of a sheet. I told you I was using up a bunch of paper from that Home for the Holidays from Stampin' Up. So I think I did 32 of this version and 32 of this version, and just decided to use them just to use up. And I wanted to come up with different patterns, so I didn't use it all up on one or the other. So for this particular one, I used the Sizzix Tags 3, and I used the tag die out of this, and I chose to use this one without the stitching because I wanted to use the Screedery Hug and a Mug stamp, and it really wasn't fitting well with the other one, so I used this stamp up here. And I just used black ink because I was trying to do them all at once, and I wasn't really sure if I tried to do like red if it was going to look that good on here. So I just did the black and called it a day, but I didn't want to have the tag part of it because I didn't want to put any like ribbon or anything. And I was trying to use this paper so you could see, you know, the full Santa at least once in each cut. So I had these left over from Hobby Lobby from some Christmas, and I decided to use those. And then it still looked like it needed something else, so I just did the 3 red gems on those. So, and they're on a ivory background from Hobby Lobby, the extra heavyweight cardstock. So that was how I did those. And then I finished that on my first day, and then my second day, I took like a nap. I really kind of read a book. Yeah, so I didn't get as much done, but I did get these, and I used the Kraft's template number 29. This was a 6 by 6, and you were supposed to get 2 sheets, or 2 cards out of a 6 by 6, but keep in mind there's going to be 4 6 by 6 out of a sheet, so I actually got 8 out of a sheet. And I'm going to tell you, I have this version, I have this version. Actually, this version is not. I had messed up because I wasn't paying attention. Santa was done this way for the majority of it. And then I wanted to do this, and I screwed up because this panel was supposed to be this one. I used, this is the front and back of this sheet. But this one backs to that, and that backs to that. So these 2 got switched, and this stayed the same. But I don't know why. I just started gluing it down, and before I realized it, I had all the them glued that way. But anyway, I thought they came out really cute. I used craft paper on these ones, and again, the Hobby Lobby extra heavyweight. And for the Joy, I used this Honeybees Sentiments Stamp and Die set. I love how this one gives you 3 options. It gives you the fine word, which I did in this. It's kind of like a platinum. It's not silver and it's not gold. It's like a platinum color. And I did that because this background was more ivory than white. And again, I had the 3 colors of stuff going, so I wanted to make sure I just could do it for all of them. So that gives you the words, and then it gives you the shade, the backdrop, and then there's also one on there, if you can see, it has like dots, but I didn't choose to use that one. I love all the different sentiments, but I just decided to go with Joy. And then it felt like it needed something else. I brought in the Spellbinders Chill Bear die, and I used the 2 snowflakes out of this. It was great because any of the, like in here, I could fit like the 2 dies to get me the snowflakes. So I was able to use up, if you could have seen, there was like nothing left of that glitter paper by the time I was done. So I was able to do 1 big and 2 small for each of these. And then I do have to put the inside ivory paper there because it is the craft paper. And I believe I got, I want to say close to 100 of these. And it's, like I said, you're following her her cutting guides here, which is nice, so that you don't have any scrap, which I was in love with. And this one, again, for the first one I showed you, it gives you like no scrap. So I love that fact that you can do that. And that's my mission, is I really want to use this up and not have a bunch of scrap paper left. So that was what I finished for day 2. Day 3 has kind of been a little bit of a, I'm not done yet. It's like 4 o'clock. I'm going to get myself together, and then I'm going to Starbucks because I've been putting that off all day. I just wanted to get through. This is the next card, and I will show you this one. I have not been able to finish them, and I'll tell you why in a second. This was another one sheet wonder from Jess. This is template number 11. And I kind of doctored this up a little bit. Her design looks like that. And I started to do that with the craft paper, but it needed something else. It was just kind of boring. So I added the green behind here. And I also did where is it? I did some red around the sentiment. And I think it added a little bit more to it. So this was her cutting guide, and you were doing a 6x6, again with no waste, which I love. And what you're basically doing is piecing these 2 behind this here to get this design. So I loved, again, that there's no waste, and you were getting 8 cards per sheet. This is another one that I have, I think I'm going to wind up with 66 because I had some odd pages that I was looking to cut down and, you know, use up. The sentiment came from this Honeybees Country Christmas wreath. And I liked the homemade style of, like, it looks like penmanship. I just thought that looked so cute. Not that my penmanship looks that great, mind you. This does have a really nice die set and everything with it too, but I didn't use any of that. Obviously, I just used the sentiment. I did use the Stampin' Up. They had a fishtail die back in the day, and that's where I love using that, because there's no way I'd get these to look this nice. And then I did use some of these dots. I believe it's like diamond dots or something. That's a craft you can get at like Hobby Lobby. I don't know about Hobby Lobby, but I know I got these at Joann's. But they're really nice because they're multifaceted. They're really small, and I just put them around to give it some more texture. And then the hat is an old punch from Stampin' Up that's been discontinued, but I just wanted something additional, so I used up some scraps of white glitter. I have some shimmer, if you can see that it's a red shimmer paper. I was using some scraps of that, and then when I did run out of that, I just cut some hats out of the backgrounds of some of these to give me all of my hats. So like I said, I'm going to have, I believe it was 66 or 68 of these when I'm done. So I did not, because I added this paper later, I completely messed up, and I did not include any of the green. So I'm going to run out one of the days. Today is a Sunday. I'm going to run out probably maybe Tuesday and grab some of that 'cause it's on sale this week. So I can finish those cards off. And then I have my insides. I haven't put any inside sentiments because I just never seem to have something that I like to kind of match. And then I should have also mentioned for the ones with the joy, I cut the joy out of all these panels that are back here so I could save on the paper too. Hoping you know what I mean. So that's what I have for pretty much 2.5 days. So now I'm going to get myself cleaned up and get to Starbucks. So I hope you got some inspiration out of this. That just gives you an idea how I just used that one design of paper. I hope that gives you an idea how you can just use these sketches and really get yourself a lot of variety in what you're doing and use up a lot of your paper. So this to me was a win-win-win. And I've got lots more to come. So catch me on my next one for this series, and I appreciate your time and watching. Love it if you would subscribe down below. That will make sure that you can see more of this series when I continue uploading. And if you got any inspiration or you just liked hanging out with me, I appreciate some thumbs up. I will catch you on the next one. I appreciate it, and I see you later. Bye.